G'day gamers, Steve here. Hope you are doing well. It has been a little while since I've done a video. I was on holidays for a few weeks, so I'm going to use that as my excuse. But I'm back, baby. And I'm looking at doing a solo play today. I'm going to use a lone wolf character again, which is like they're the characters which are supposed to replace a whole a whole party. So they're a little bit stronger than usual for Tales of Argosa. And this is my guy, so Secundus, the Dog of Melek. He worked as muscle for Melek's Red Hand, like a gang, until he was exiled for some kind of shenanigans. Made his way up to Argosa and the northern cities, and he acquired at some point a blade, which is veil touched by a strange entity that grants him magic and strength. Because, so this little blurb came from when I rolled up his stats. I rolled 18 for his strength on a 3d6, which I've never done before. So naturally, he was going to be a fighter. And I thought, but I wanted him. That's right. I had in mind like an Elric style character with a bit of magic because because if you know any of my prior lone wolf solo runs that I've done, they've all died, all of them. None have lived. And I went, right, this time I want a pretty strong uh, fighter mage type character who hopefully will survive. And so he's a fighter. He's taken spellcraft as his unique feature at 3rd level. He's 4th level. And I rolled up spells randomly, so Crush of the Warp and Transmogrification, which are both awesome spells. But I flavored it as that he gets his power from this blade, this cold iron longsword that he has. It's somehow connected with this entity beyond the veil, who is granting him prodigious strength and also a bit of magic from time to time. Yeah. Anyway, so Secundus has made his way to this ginormous city. I don't know if anyone will recognize this map or not. Maybe it's a very famous fantasy city. I don't know if it has enough clues on it to be able to. Maybe someone will guess it. If anyone does recognize this map, chuck it in the comments. I'll send you a free PDF and also a print at cost link to whatever PDF it is that you want. I mean, assuming it's got a print version. Yeah, but I'd be interested to know. Does anyone know what this city map is? And just in terms of city maps, what I thought I would preview today, I'll give you a bit of a look at and playtest, frankly, is what I've been working on lately, which is a city adventure generator. I've been working on for the box set. It's just a draft, obviously, work in progress. It's at a stage now where I think it works pretty well. So that's what we're gonna give you a look at today. And there's a few other there's at least one other little thing that I've been meaning to show off lately. I've got this other deck here which we will use as well. So that's going to be in the box set too. So you get a bit of a look at that. So without further ado, actually, I do want to just highlight a couple of things on here just to remind myself. I've got major exploits, got my deadly strikes, opportunist, brutal, and his spells, obviously. What have we got over here? Trouble Army, let's not forget that. Yeah, okay. I think they're the main things. Yeah, alright. Okay, I will crit. I'll just highlight that because he also gets his natural 19 effect on a crit because of deadly strikes. Oh, and supplies. I should remember that. That could be useful too. Alright, because sometimes I just forget. And I'd really like this lone wolf to actually survive this adventure. And since it is an urban adventure and most of the enemies are going to be humans, there is a better chance of that, I think, than my past foray. So let's get into it. Let's put him to the side for 1 minute. I do have this adventure log sheet, if you like, to make things a bit simpler when you roll up your adventure. We don't need these guys at the moment. Okay, so let's jump into it. First thing, roll up the objective, D6, 4, destroy or kill. All right, nice, I like it. 3, which is a D3, so it's going to be a 2. An object, destroy an object. Okay, destroy some kind of object. Reward. Oh, object. Okay, wait a minute. We can roll if we need to. Yeah, okay, I guess we will. All right, I'll D4. Let's see. Here we go. 1. A trinket of curio. Okay. With at least double the purchase reward. Okay, we're going to destroy that. Okay. So 2, 3, 2. Let's roll it up. 300? Yes. 28. The serrated tooth of a bulette. Did they say it? I don't know. Or similar creature, fashioned into a scary looking knife. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's like a tooth knife of a bulette. I think it's how you say it. I don't know. Okay, so we've got to destroy that, is our mission. The reward, D20, 5. 400 plus 1d6. Good old silver. Ooh, 1,000 silver. Thank you. That's a very nice reward. Okay, serious reward. Complication. So in all these adventures, there's this little complication that may or may not come into it. Persecution or hatred. Okay. That may be the reason for, sounds like the reason behind it, destroying the object. Persecution or hatred. Opposition. So we normally roll twice. One for our patron and the other for the main opposition. And then you also roll up a leader for at least the other side. Yeah. So, okay, let's do that. Yep. So we'll roll twice and then decide. 5 and 3. So there's a noble house. Ooh, and were-rats. So the asterisk means they're disguised as something else. 19. The city council. Okay, so there's a noble house. City council. Okay, I think the patron is probably going to be the city. So some sort of councillor on the council that governs this city. Someone on there has hired us, and we'll figure out who in a second. And our opposition is one of the noble houses. I don't actually have a table to roll them up yet, but anyway, there'll be one eventually. So a noble house has this particular object, this tooth, this bulette knife that the city council wants destroyed. So let's see if we can get some more details, actually. Okay, so let's figure out who our patron is, and if that gives us any details about why they want this knife destroyed. Okay. All right. There you go. Yoink. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's a dwarf. Oh, so that actually, that doesn't really work actually for this particular. So there are a couple of, well, I should. Anyway, this deck is basically an Argosa NPC deck. I think that's what it's going to be called, Argosa NPC deck. And it generates NPCs. And almost all of the cards in here are humans, but there is a couple of dwarves because in Dalkarok, there are some dwarven slaves. So I did include just a handful of dwarves. I think 4 dwarves, but for this mission, that's not going to work. Okay, so anyway, get rid of him. Here is our boss. The city council member is Nordak. And he is a Vanori. You probably can't see this little V on the video, but there's a little letter there just to let you know which culture he's from. Serving wench. So actually, we don't need to worry about profession because we know he's a city councillor. He's sexist. Is his this is mental trait, and on the left is a physical trait. He's got a limp. All right, and down here at the bottom is a secret. So he's a spy for a rival or criminal faction. let's say it's criminal faction. I like it. So he's infiltrated the city council, Nordak. Well, he's got links with, one of the gangs in the city. And actually, so that okay. And let us see. All right then. Let us try and figure out. So we still don't know why. Why? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but just for our purposes, why does Nordak want this particular Bulette knife destroyed? Maybe there's something special about it that. Anyway, let's see if this helps. Whoa. Mimic, waiting, ambush, trapped, serpent swaying, poison, fear. Oh, I don't know that any of these really help. Let me think. City councillor with okay, I think fear. We'll go with fear. What I'm thinking is that Nordak, who has connections to his criminal faction, the criminal gang has made threats to this noble house. Maybe they're trying to stand over them or whatever, extract money from them. And one of the things they've said, or they've threatened, is that if they don't, end up paying their, monthly protection money, then they're going to destroy, start destroying some of their valuable relics that the noble house has accumulated over time. And one of them is this Bulette knife, which might be, some kind of ancestor's knife, this very, fearless female warrior from the house, or maybe one of their, top lieutenants, used to wield this knife, or killed the bullet and turn it into a knife. So anyway, it's very important to this particular noble house, and the criminal faction is going to destroy it because they haven't paid their protection money. So I think that's a pretty good start for our little urban imager. So we'll put him over here. That's our boss, Nordak. Yes, okay, and he's really working for a gang. Okay, we can roll it up. I do have a gang list. Here we go. Who is it? D12. 1. The Red Hooks. Oh, that'll be familiar to some people. I actually didn't know that was a thing. Oh, no, wait. Is it Red Nails? Anyway, so he's working for the Red Hooks, which are one of the premier gangs in the city. And they've got a protection racket going. I'll stand over. Anyway, they're trying to extract money from this noble house. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we could generate who the name of the noble house. That's easy enough. Oh, it's a Shenzhou house. Nice. There's sort of Asian culture in it's not in Argosa, but it's off to the east, naturally. Okay, the Ming. The Ming house. All right. Anyway, we can say this is the boss. I mean, we could generate him. Oh, I guess we can generate him properly. All right, let's do it. Okay. We'll say he's called Wei Ming. Wei Ming is the boss of the Ming household. Yeah, okay, we can keep apothecary. So he was an apothecary at some point. He's callous. Apothecary. He's callous. He rubs his temples when he speaks because he's surrounded by idiots. I can relate to that. Studying a magic tome. Oh, his secret is that he's a sorcerer. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so nice. All right, so we'll pop him up here. So we have our patron. Oops. There we go. Our patron Nordak, and we're coming for basically. We want to cause trouble for poor old Wei Ming, who actually is a Shenzhou sorcerer from the east. Oh yeah, all right. Okay, so we're starting off well. Okay, now next thing. What do we have to do next? So, oh shoot, and they're were-rats. Let's remember that. These guys are were-rats. I actually forgot that. So there's that that's also in there. The complication was persecution or hatred. So I think, you know, I think probably what's happened is that the Red Hooks have ended up coming to hate the obstinate resistance that they're meeting from Wei Ming and his house. So that's how we could say that sort of that ties in. All right, so done the factions, faction leader. So oh well, we kind of generated that already. By accident, really. Not exactly an accident, but so we don't need to roll that. But normally with this sort of thing, what does end up being fun is leaving the faction leader till later. So often the thing that you need to find is you know, who is the leader or whatever, or who's got the item, and you know, where are they so you can get it or destroy it, which I guess is what we could do. So we need to decide the unknown. So okay, I think we will still say that. So it's not necessarily the case. It is not necessarily the case that Wei Ming, the sorcerer, has the item, has the tooth knife, has the bulette knife. There might be someone else. We'll see how that rolls out. And then we want to know where either the knife or the person is who has the knife so that we can go get it and destroy it. Yeah. Okay. And then we move on to formulated snapshot. Yeah, we sort of already set up our situation. The starting site, D12 and D8. So this is 12 and 7. Okay. So we are Temple District. We're in the Temple District, and 7 is the Catacombs. What? Temple District? Catacombs. Oh, no, sorry, this is starting site. So this suggests to me that it's a secret meeting with Nordak of the City Council. So we end up meeting him in the Catacombs for this secret meeting to acquire this mission to find and destroy the Bulette Knife of the Wei Ming dynasty. Okay, so then we move on to the actual beginning of the adventure. So first thing, we need to know roughly where that is. Okay. So this map actually is not ideal for this adventure generator because it's actually intended for something like, hang on, what have I got? For something like this map where there are districts, so Temple District, Tavern District, Market, District, the Gate District, because the generator moves you around according to the districts, but we don't have that here. So we will just, is there a temple area? I think this looks pretty temple-y. So I think we're going to say this was our starting point. Yeah, that's our Temple District. All right, and now we are going to look for our first clue. So we're looking for our first clue to try and figure out who has the knife and where they are, or where it's being hidden. Maybe somebody who knows where it is and then where it actually is. Okay, so we've got to roll the d12 and the 8 again. 6 and 3. Six. Highborn quarter. 3. Astronomy tower. Woohoo! Okay. So we're in the noble quarter. Astronomy tower. Interesting. Well, that is interesting because our main guy, is a sorcerer. So he may well be interested in astronomical signs and goings on. So we probably, one of the things that this generator does require, it does require the GM to improvise. Okay, so it gives you places to go and things to try and look for and discover and things that happen when you get there. But in order to try and pull it all together, the GM does have to improv. I don't know maybe I could put other guidance in here about that, but I think with this, because it's an Argosa generator, it is supposed to work with your other tools. So you've got the deck of signs, you've got the Consult the Bones Oracle, and other bits and pieces as well. And at some point, folks will have this thing, the NPC generator. So there's going to be all these various tools that you can draw on to flesh the adventure out, but it does require a bit of improvisation, which is probably, from what I can tell, that's true of most of these city adventure type generators or mystery generators. So for this one, I think, given Wei Ming is a sorcerer, yeah, that he may have some connection with the astronomy tower, or maybe he's got someone, there's people who are working there or residing there who may be able to provide information to Secundus about who has the Bulette Knife. So that's why we think we're going there. So next, we do need to figure out where that is, of course. So that was the Highborn Quarter. I think we will just use the. So it's not clear. Mark the site. You just draw one of those. Boink. It's down this way. Okay, so somewhere down here. Let's just make it. We'll drop a die, I guess. I don't want to go too far. We'll make it here. Okay, so put it here. So does that look highborn? Yeah, not too bad. Look, there's a park nearby. Is it a racetrack? It's a racetrack. For chariots or something. Anyway, some kind of racing area. This looks fairly. Anyway, this is going to be the noble quarter that we're heading to. This is quite a distance. Now it is day. It's morning because it's a white sun. Morning. And day one, and so we'll roll for weather. 12 is raining. Yep. Okay. So it's raining. Not favorable weather at all. So what we will say then is that when we are traveling from here down to here, and if you've got a map where the districts are laid out, if there is an encounter, then you drop a die to see where it happens, and it might be in the artisan district or slums or whatever, which will affect the kind of encounter you get. But since we don't have districts marked on this particular map, we'll just roll for an encounter. Is there one? Oh no, there's not, so we don't have to worry. Skull, potential negative. I think we'll just leave that for now. I think that's always GM's call about whether you want to use this fortune result, and I think we'll leave it for now. So as he's traveling down through these various districts to get to the astronomy tower, there is not an encounter. It's raining after all. I mean, it probably could have applied, unlikely to that roll as a result of the poor weather. Have we solved 2 unknowns? No, we have not. Okay, so now we're moving on to rolling for the scene. Okay. D20, isn't it? Yeah, D20. 10. Ambush. The party is ambushed by 3d6 faction members. Roll 1d3 for location. Alright, as they prepare to leave the last site on the streets at the next site. Okay. 2. On the streets traveling to the next site. I do not also roll for everything. Actually, I'm going to fix that because this happens. The urban encounter happens first. So, get rid of that. Yes, I've been playtesting this for a while. Alright, so to the next site. Okay, so as he's traveling, he has no official encounter, but alas, he's ambushed by 3d6 faction members, which are. So the opposition. So Wei Ming, the House of Ming, has gotten word that Nordak is on the prowl for the, I guess in a way for the Red Hooks, but also via Nordak, who's kind of the Johnson, I guess, in this particular adventure. All right, so 3d6, that's quite a few. Oh no, not too bad. 6, and because he's a lone wolf, that gets reduced by half. So we have 3 Ming warriors who have come to rough up poor old Secundus, in order to upset his plans. So I think we'll just treat them. We can just treat them as normal. Well, I guess we can treat them as guards. Okay, what do we got? There's only 3. We should be able to blast through these guys with our lone wolf. Should AC 14. Hit dice 1. So they're +1. Yeah, +1. Okay. Alright. Okay, so he's moving through the streets. From one of the darker alleys, 3 Ming warriors appear and silently move in to attack Secundus to take him down. They probably want to capture him, actually, to find out what exactly he's meaning to do, but we'll worry about that later if he gets captured. Okay, initiative. Oh, they're going first. Okay, there is 3 of them, so they get +2 because they're outnumbered him 3 to 1. Oh, that's a miss. Yep. No, their attack rolls are too low. So Secundus, because he is a that's terrible. Because he is a lone wolf, he gets 2 attacks instead of 1. 5 plus nope, that's a miss. No good. And then the 1 is a fumble, so they get an extra attack on him. Oh my god, it's a natural 19. Of course it is. All right, now because Secundus is a lone wolf, he gets his fortune die when he gets hit. Okay, so he still gets hit. But he's going to cop that nat 19 effect. But the skull means that he's able to lash out and cause them some damage. So we just roll damage. Don't need to roll a hit. 7 damage. And that guy had how many hit points? 8. Okay, he's down to 1. And the other 2 will roll up as well. What's that? 1 and 3. Okay. All right, so these 2 look a little under the weather. And their leader has smashed Secundus with nat 19 effect. So let's do the damage first. D8 plus 1. 7. Nasty. We've got quite a few points because we are a lone wolf, as we take the place of a whole party. But it's a decent blow because we're rolling on the trauma tables, my friend. Most unfortunate. So that is a D10 plus 1, I think. Let me double check for a longsword, pretty sure. Yes, no, D10 plus 2. Oh, jeez. Okay, 7. 7 is a shorn ear. He has disadvantage on hearing perception checks and balance related checks. Make a luck deck save. On a success, the ear is partly shorn, but will self-heal with 6 weeks rest. Otherwise, the ear is lost. Luck save makes it. I think he's 12, something like that. Yeah, okay. All right, he makes his save, but so he now has a persistent injury. He has a shorn ear, so half his ear has been lopped off by that blow from the Ming captain, I suppose. Well, it wouldn't be a captain, I don't think, but he's one of the more experienced Ming warriors with normally 8 hit points. So they come out of the darkness, attack. Secundus, unfortunately, not able to do enough to ward off their blows, and he suffers a damaged ear. And now it is next round. Yes, we're going first. Okay, come on, boy. That is a hit and a hit. So we're going to take out the two ones. So he kills off 2 of them, leaving only the 3rd remains. We're going to do a morale check. 7. I think that actually means I think we'll roll a disadvantage because willpower is 10. So he does make it. He's not going to flee immediately. Oh no, so that's okay because he wants to attack. He wants his vengeance. Oh yes. Oh my god. 20. Critical. All right. Let's roll that fortune die. Blocked. So the sum for the lone wolf means that they parry whatever the attack is that just hit them. So lucky there for Secundus. He manages to parry that. Now, new round, I think, given that he's only one guy, he's facing obviously an experienced warrior who just managed to defend this guy's best attack. The best attack he's ever made. It was a critical. But somehow Secundus twisted out of the way. It just glanced off one of his spiky pauldrons. So we're going to make another morale check. No, 1. He's staying. Maybe this other guy, one of these other guys, the other guy, 1 hit point, that was his brother. Brother in arms, if not his little brother, so he's staying. Okay, initiative. Oh, he's going first. All right. Oh, he fumbles. So we get a free attack against him. It's a hit. Well, he's dead because we do +3 damage, so that is the end of that Ming warrior. That's it. Oh, so that's the encounter. So when we actually reach the astrology tower, it's locked up or whatever. You can't get in there. We're not able to investigate further. And we do not get a clue. Or do we? Can we? If defeated, carry loop B, okay, we can potentially get a clue out of this. Consult the bones. And because it's the first scene, it's not likely to unlock it. It's just a base roll. So we could get a clue. Oh, no, we do not. Okay, no clue. And we are on to scene number 2. Roll for the site. D12, D8. 11 and 5. Tavern district. And 5 is a theatre. Okay. Theatre in the tavern district. Okay. All right then. So he's going to make his way there because he has some contact who thinks he's going to provide him some more information. Maybe the Ming warriors hang out at this particular theatre. That makes sense to me. So let's figure out where it is because we don't have districts marked on this map. It is, oh, it's to the right. It's over here, so it's actually quite nearby. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that'll do. We're moving to here. All right, it's only a short distance. I'm going to say it's unlikely that there's an encounter, and it's a black sun, which means afternoon. So it's the same day. It's still raining. So it's the afternoon, which means we don't need to roll for whether it's still raining today. Still day 1. Okay. So as we make our way across, we roll for, is there an urban encounter? Now I'm going to say unlikely. So we're going to reroll one of these. These cancel out. Oh, no, there is an encounter. There is a fortune. Well, we'll wait and see about that. Okay. So despite the rain and despite just being beset upon by 3 Ming warriors, there is some kind of encounter here. So we were going to what tavern district? We're just going to say it happens in the tavern district, this encounter, as we're going, because it's going to be easier. So D6. 6. Discovery. Okay, nice. What do we discover? D10. As we're making our way across the city streets. 3. Okay, pilfer pouch. Oh, we just find some kind of, we acquire some kind of item. 48. 22. A pipe and pipeweed. All right, nice. So, as we're making our way across the city, someone in the rain has run off and dropped their pipe and pipeweed, which we handily acquire. All right, so pipeweed. Now, do we need more details about that at the moment? No, but will it be useful? Maybe. We shall see. All right. So we make our way then from the astronomer's tower to the theatre and roll for the actual encounter now. So D20, nature of the encounter. 10. Oh, no, we just had that. We just had 10. We're rolling again. 20. Oof. Final showdown. We do not have 2 clues, at least 2 clues, so we have to go to 16 instead. Battle with a faction heavy, with 2d6 faction members nearby to assist. The heavy has a clue. Okay, so at least we get the clue. Valuables A. Okay, all right. So this is a theatre that the Ming clan frequents regularly, and in fact, there is a heavy. So one of their, we'll call that a champion, maybe? Yeah, we'll call it champion. And how many other? 2d6? 2d6. 5. So there's a total of 6, which normally means you would halve it. So there's going to be a heavy and 2 warriors. So the 2 Ming warriors, we can use their stats like before. And the heavy we're going to make... Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make him a champion. We're writing now. AC 14. Hit dice 4. Got a great sword. 1d12 plus 3. That is nasty. Alright, and his special ability is... Yep, okay. Special ability. D20? 18. Arcana equipped. Has a random magical item. Oh god. What do we got? D20. 14. It's armor. Okay. It's his scale armor. Number of powers. D12. Oh no, 2d6. 4. 1 obvious and 1 discreet. So, D100. Obvious power, 01. Lightbringer. Burst of light. Okay. See scale. Holy shit. Lightbringer. And that's pretty cool. All creatures when close are blind, unless they save. I can do it once per 1d4 days. Second power, 90. 90. Watched over. As long as you possess the item and are above 0 hit points, apply watched over. Oh, that means they get +1. They get +1 AC. So his AC is actually 15. And his friend's AC is, instead of 14, they're going to be 15 as well. Okay. Nice. Well, this is going to be the best item that we get. We're going to be taking that once we kill this guy. Well, probably. We'll see. All right, so. Right. We're at the theatre. It is a battle. Wait, let me check. Yes, battle. Okay, so it is a fight. All right. So we go in there. Things go poorly and end up breaking out in a brawl. So it's initiative. 4. We're going first. Okay. Now, we do have Pressure to Warp, which we should probably try because this is the perfect situation. We're going to try that. Okay. So we cast his spell. 9 makes it. Because it's in terms of 13. Let's just double check the DDM. 4. No, he's all good because it goes up to 4. Okay, and now. Okay. Default characters. 1. Oh, only 1. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. A target with more hit dice than twice your level is immune. No, so you can't. Okay. Alright, so we're targeting the main guy. 7. Oh, I think that might actually make it because he's got 4 hit dice. Champion. Luck 7. He does. He resists. Alright, and they attack back. So we'll make the red is the heavy is the champion, and the 2 green are the other guys. Alright, fumble. We're going to attack on him. Now, he gets +4. Yes. So that is a hit because he gets the 4, but they also outnumber him 3 to 1, so that's an extra 2. So that is a hit from the champion. D12 damage, but let's just check if we... No, we do not. We're going to cop that damage. 5 plus 3. 8 damage, okay. Down to 22. But we do cause damage against him, so we'll roll our d8. 6 damage. Okay, and his hit points are... Alright, 12, 14, 15. He's got 15 HP. He's just taken 6, so he's down to 9. Okay. And then there was a fumble on the other guy, so we get to make an attack against him. 6 plus... Nope, not good enough. So, the brawl is on. There's blades hewing left and right. A number of combatants take some damage. Blood spraying everywhere. Alright. Next round, initiative. 13. Alas, they're going first. Okay, so, same as before. Red is the heavy, or the champion. Oh god, there's a critical. These 2 miss. Crit, let us see if that is defended. No, it is not. So we take max damage, which is one of these guys, d8 plus 9 damage. Ouchies. So we are down to 13. This is getting serious. Come on, we're going to take some of the people out. Hit, miss. So one of them, now we're going to take the boss, or we're going to take the little guy. What's the boss's health? 9. We're going to go for the boss. Yes, +3, 9. Got him. Alright, so, oh, we didn't get to use his. Oh, yeah, probably wouldn't have wanted to use Lightbringer anyway, because it also blinds his friends, because it's everyone within close. The champion just defeated. Now, so he drops. Should the what's in your round? Should they actually we're gonna use should we? No, we won't yet. We're gonna see if they morale breaks because that was the leader who went down. So let's check morale. 10. No, they make it because I know that we're past 10 from before. Okay, next round. Initiative. Yes, we're going first. Okay, we might be able to take them both out. Yep, that's 2 hits. Damage is 6 and 6, and the hit points were 5 and 5. Okay. Yes, we do manage to take those 2 guys out. All right. Now, defeated. Most importantly, for future adventures, we've now got the that scale armor, which is magical with the Lightbringer. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, watched over. Very sweet. The clue, that was the other main thing. We do get a clue from this guy because I think, yes, the heavy has a clue. So we've got that. We can skip that because he had, that'll be his trigger for that one. The magical scale mail. All right. So the clue, we do know who has, I think we've managed, what we do is, when we're fighting these guys, the last guy, he's not killed immediately. He is pressured into revealing information about who has the Bulette Knife. And it is determined to be, is it going to be Wei Ming or is it going to be somebody else? Let's see. So we use the bones. Is it Wei Ming? No, it is not. It is not Wei Ming. It's somebody else. So we will roll. Oh gosh, we have to remember these guys are were-rats. Oh, so maybe, man, those guys could have been were-rats then. Anyway, next time. Okay, so let's do the faction leader then. Oh, well, now I don't know. I've got this really cool. Actually, I think we should just go with the sorcerer. Andy's a were-rat, shouldn't we? We should. I think that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we kind of knew it already, but which there's not so much surprise, but we'll just go with it. So Wei Ming has the Bulette Knife. He's also a were-rat. We have to remember that. He's a bloody were-rat. Okay, and we are now moving on to the next encounter. No, actually, after that, we'll take a short rest. Thanks very much, because we've got pretty beat up, and we've used some of our abilities. So, as a lone wolf, we get 3 willpower checks instead of 2. Yes. Ooh. Yes, no. Okay, so 2 successes. We'll get back half of our wounds, which is, what, 24, 12. So we're back up to 25 hit points. Not bad at all. And I think we've got plenty of rerolls. I guess we'll get back our spellcraft, actually. So he takes a breather. Strips that magical armor off his downed foe. He'll leave it in his pack for now. Yeah, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, he's got. So I'll count another one. It's okay. All right, he can just carry it for now.